Imagine the silence of space, vast and cold, stretching endlessly beyond the reach of our imagination. Out there lurks something ancient, something that devours light itself. The black hole is not merely a hole in space, it is an abyss in the fabric of reality. It waits, patient, hungry, eternal. To understand if such a creature could swallow the universe, we must first face what it is. A black hole begins as a star, massive, burning, dying in a final explosion. What remains collapses inward under its own gravity, crushing itself beyond any known physical limit. The result is absolute darkness. At the heart of a black hole is the singularity, a point infinitely dense, infinitely small. Here, all the laws of physics collapse into madness. Space, time, and matter cease to exist in any form we recognize. It's the end of everything that enters and the beginning of something unknowable. Around it swirls the accretion disk, a furious halo of stolen matter torn from nearby stars. This ring burns hotter than any furnace, screaming across space in ultraviolet and X-ray light. The closer matter spirals, the faster it spins, until it crosses the horizon no light returns from. Scientists call this boundary the event horizon, the point of no return. If an object crosses it, no force in the universe can bring it back. Even photons, the fastest travelers in existence, are trapped forever. Inside, time and space trade places, the future means only falling. But can it grow large enough to devour everything? Some black holes already dwarf entire solar systems, millions or billions of times heavier than our sun. These monsters sleep in galactic centers, their shadows defining the shape of the cosmos itself. They are gravity incarnate. If galaxies merge, so too do their black holes. Two titans spiraling together release torrents of gravitational waves, ripples in spacetime itself. When they merge, their mass multiplies, and their thirst deepens. What could stop such a chain reaction from echoing across the cosmos? Theoretical physicists whisper about something unthinkable, the runaway black hole scenario. If enough matter accumulates, if enough galaxies collide, the balance may tip. Gravity could cascade, one hole feeding another, an unstoppable chain consuming galaxy after galaxy. On cosmic timescales, such events are not impossible. Stars are born, die, and collapse faster than our species has existed. Multiply that rhythm across billions of years, and the tapestry of the universe becomes fragile, shifting toward entropy. Could a single black hole become the final consumer? The concept of Hawking radiation offers a frail hope. In this theory, black holes slowly evaporate, releasing ghostly energy at their edges. Over untold eons, even the mightiest could fade away. Yet, this evaporation is slower than any clock we can comprehend, outlasting galaxies themselves. But if a black hole continues to feed faster than it evaporates, its growth outpaces its decay. It would swallow stars, worlds, and the fabric of spacetime itself. The center of the universe could become a single monstrous gravity pit, an abyss from which reality can never recover. Imagine distant civilizations watching their skies collapse into darkness. One by one, constellations fade, their starlight devoured by the approaching horizon. Gravity stretches the last photons into red fumes, leaving nothing but silence and shadow behind. The universe dies not with fire but with swallowing. Cosmologists debate whether this fate is even possible. Some suggest the universe expands too quickly for such a collapse. Space itself grows faster than gravity can bind it, pulling galaxies apart before they ever touch. Expansion fights the hunger of the black hole, but for how long? Dark energy, the mysterious pressure fueling that expansion, acts as the counterforce. It stretches the cosmos like rubber, accelerating as it ages. But if dark energy changes or weakens, black holes could regain dominance. The cosmic balance would tilt back into darkness. One can picture a universe where every star is gone, every atom frozen or consumed. The last light fades into the last black hole, and even it begins to wither. What remains is radiation, cold, quiet, indifferent. A universe turned inside out. Some theories suggest that all these black holes could merge into one, a final singularity sometimes called the Big Crunch. In that scenario, the universe contracts inward, drawn by its own mass into the ultimate gravitational funeral. Everything that was ever created meets at one infinite point. Yet another perspective defies the end and proposes a rebound. After collapse comes explosion. The singularity births a new Big Bang, another universe, fresh and unscarred. Existence becomes a cycle, endless creation and devouring. The black hole becomes the womb of reality. If black holes are portals, then perhaps they connect universes rather than destroy them. Each singularity might open into a new dimension, birthing new laws of physics. In these alternate realities, the seeds of different possible universes could sprout, unknowable and untouchable. But from our view, here and now, black holes are silent executioners. They erase information, crush identity, and render meaning irrelevant. What falls in, even light, never truly dies, it simply ceases to exist in any perceivable sense. It is obliteration, pure and absolute. Within the mathematics of general relativity, black holes are elegant monsters. They obey equations, yet their hearts defy understanding. The singularity mocks our science by existing where logic fails. Even Einstein's gravity bends to their will, surrendering at the edge of infinity. Quantum mechanics tries to rebel, insisting that information cannot be destroyed. This contradiction, the information paradox, haunts physicists like a cosmic curse. Somewhere inside that darkness, the rules fall apart, and nature hides her most terrifying secret. Some whisper that our entire universe might already exist inside a black hole. If that is true, our cosmic birth could have been another universe's death. The Big Bang would then be the radiation burst from a collapsing star beyond our reality. Existence folds upon itself like a dark mirror. Look around, the galaxies you see are drifting away faster every day. Every century, the night sky grows emptier, colder, quieter. We live in the calm before a universal reaping, unaware of how thin the fabric beneath us truly is. The abyss has patience. For now, our Milky Way marches toward a collision with Andromeda. In 4 billion years, their cores will meet, and their black holes will dance before devouring one another. The resulting hole will shine brighter than 1 trillion suns before falling silent again. On that scale, humanity's existence is no more than a flicker. Our fears, our empires, our memories, mere dust swirling near the event horizon of eternity. Every black hole reminds us how small our triumphs are against cosmic emptiness. Some imagine that intelligence might one day tame gravity, creating artificial black holes as power sources. But such experiments flirt with apocalypse. To harness one is to hold a universe's death in your hand, and one miscalculation could birth a bottomless wound in spacetime. Yet curiosity drives us to peek beyond the abyss. Space telescopes and observatories like the Event Horizon Telescope have already captured the unseeable. Those swirling halos of darkness reveal beauty and horror intertwined, the perfect embodiment of the unknown. Each new discovery brings us closer to understanding, but also closer to dread. Because knowledge does not make the abyss smaller, it makes it real. The deeper we look, the more it stares back, reflecting the futility of our cosmic insignificance. We begin to grasp that the universe is not a stage for humanity's story. It is a vast, indifferent machinery of birth and annihilation. Black holes are its relentless tools, carving and consuming across time like invisible gods. If the last remaining black hole someday consumes the last speck of matter, the universe will become utterly lightless. Temperature will fall close to absolute zero, nothing will move. Time itself might lose its meaning in the absence of change. And yet, within that nothingness, quantum fluctuations may whisper again. A burst of energy, a spark, a new beginning. Perhaps one day, another universe will bloom from that silence, unaware of the darkness that once preceded it. That happened infinitely. An endless succession of expansions and implosions, of light and loss. The cycle of universes devouring themselves might be the true eternity, creation forever feeding on its own grave. Every step we take in science brings us closer to realizing how fragile existence is. A black hole doesn't need to swallow the universe all at once, it only needs patience. Gravity, after all, always wins in the end. So, could a black hole swallow the universe? Perhaps it already has, and we are living in the slow echo of its digestion. If that thought chills your soul, remember, the darkness is not distant. It is everywhere, waiting, and it is beautiful. As we gaze into the night sky, the stars twinkling above our small world are messages from doomed suns. Each one could already be gone, its light only now reaching us. In that delay, we glimpse the inevitable truth: the universe is a shadow play, fading even as we watch. And perhaps someday, when the last photon fades and silence reigns supreme, there will still be something watching. Whether it's a remnant consciousness, a cold intelligence, or the memory of gravity itself, we do not know. But in that darkness, everything began, and everything will return.